right, what's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here with Muscle Serpents Daily. It's night, of course, and but we had a little surprise clutch that I didn't expect. I know I keep saying that. Oh, you can see the lightning in the background. We're having a storm here. That's cool. Too bad it's not breeding season, or we'd have a lot of breeding behavior. You know, lightning and thunder and low barometric pressure seem to make snakes want to breed. But we don't need to do any more breeding. We got enough clutches in the incubator already. I'll wait till the coming season and we'll do it again. So, you know, I don't mind getting a couple random clutches here and there later into the season and into even through the winter, if that's what happens. But I'm not really, I kind of like to keep it seasonal. I'm kind of a little OCD in that sense. I like to have all my snakes kind of cycle together and then breed together. And then if you have a couple stragglers, that's fine. But I don't know how guys do it all year round consistently. It's too much. It's like you want to just take a little bit of a break, regroup. I want my males to have time to, you know, to eat up and get their strength back and everything like that. So I don't necessarily know, even though they will breed year round, I don't necessarily know if it's a good thing to breed them year round. Obviously, if a female is cycling, then it's a different story. But I try to like get them all on the same schedule, so to speak. You know how like when a bunch of women live in the same house together, they all kind of get their period at the same time. That's what I try to do with my snakes. I want them all to cycle together and kind of go through the breeding season at the same time. All right, let's go into the snake room. I think we got a surprise in the incubator too. We're going to take a look at as well. So let's check out what's going on inside the snake room. So I came into my snake room tonight and I was tired and I was like, I'm just gonna look real quick through all the tubs like I always do. Not expecting to see anything because I thought we were done for the season. I know I keep saying this, but I keep getting surprised. And I see a nice pastel het clown that I think could possibly be hurricane. The reason I kept her back is because I wasn't sure if she had hurricane in her. And it was one of the first hurricanes that I thought I might have produced. I'm still not convinced. Usually well, you know what? The hurricanes usually have these little parallel dots running along their sides. Pastel reduces pattern, obviously, so it's going to reduce the hurricane swirls. So this could be a hurricane pastel het clown. So we'll see. I mean, that would be tremendous if it was true. So I held her back. She was a good eater, but not a great eater. I didn't even think she'd go. I bred her to a GHI Mojave Pastel Clown, which I'll show you in a minute. He's my one of my favorites. You've seen him before. I've showed him to you before. So she's on a clutch of eggs. I haven't even looked at them. They've been here. I don't even know how it could have been more than a day. I don't know if I even checked her yesterday. So hopefully they're not too dried out. We'll get her off these eggs. We'll take a look at them. We'll put them in the incubator, and it looks like we're going to be going into, I guess now what, October now? Season keeps getting longer, but I'm glad. Look, I'm glad I kept her back. I'm glad she produced, and you know, it's a little bit of excitement, but I never expected it. And this could be a really nice clutch. GHI maybe, who knows? GHI Mojave Hurricane Clown. I don't know. You never know. The odds gods bless us. You never know. All right, just a quick pick, or a quick peek, I should say. 4 eggs. That's the smallest egg I've ever seen, the smallest ball python I've ever seen. We'll have to candle these things to see if they're any good. But it looks like there's 4 good eggs. I don't know. They look a little dry. Let me see. Yeah, actually, I think she probably laid them today. Well, this one's a little dry. We'll get them in the incubator. We'll get them all moistened up, and hopefully everything will be cool. She's all hollowed out, so we know she definitely got all those eggs out of her, which is a good sign. I'm going to clean her up, give her her own new fresh tub, and let's get these eggs set up. All right, look at that, 4 eggs. 2 little, look like sparrow eggs. Those 2 on the left here look like normal size eggs. These are like little mini eggs, but everything had embryos and veins in it. They are dry. They're definitely very dry. So I have a feeling these eggs might have been in the tub with the mama for maybe 2 days. I saw them there this morning, so I knew I wasn't going to get to do this video till tonight, so I left them. But I think they might have been there from the day before as well. So it's 4 eggs, but they're 4 good eggs. So I mean, let's hope they go all the way. I'm gonna make sure they stay moist because they're a little dry, like I said. I'm gonna have enough moisture in the tub. I really wet those sponges down. I'm gonna put some saran wrap on the top. The incubator, I keep at 99% humidity, so I think these should rehydrate pretty well. The embryos look fine in there. They're just the shell is a little dry. You know, if I left it like this for, a week or two, then I think there might be a problem. But, these eggs will rehydrate. Think about what happens in nature. It rains, it doesn't rain, it's dry, it gets damp. So, I know these ball pythons probably lay them deep in the ground in these termite mounds, but where the humidity might be better. But these eggs are more resilient than people think. So we're gonna get them in that incubator, and like I said, in 60 days, we'll know what we got. This might be the last clutch, but it may not. You never know. All right, you guys know that I put these eggs in an incubator box with sponges on the bottom and a little grating. We used to call it the fluorescent light grating in school. If you notice though, I've had a problem with these. They're so dry, these eggs, they want to roll. So I put the piece of that grating up against the side of the tub so that they wouldn't touch the side of the tub, because that's sometimes where condensation and moisture can run down the side off the saran wrap, and then it runs down the side. You don't want the eggs touching the side because then the water will accumulate there and these eggs will mold. So I put this little piece of light diffuser there so that it's holding the eggs from rolling into the side, and this way they're not turning. And once again, that's why I always mark the eggs on top once I see where the embryo is. So if they do roll, I could always just roll them back because I know the orientation and what it needs to be. So it's a good habit to get into, marking the top of your eggs. Once you candle them with your phone light and you find out where that embryo is kind of jiggling around in there, and just put a little mark on there with some magic marker and you're good to go. All right, real quick hit here. One egg clutch, only one survived. I didn't think this female was going to even go. I mentioned her earlier. She was a really unique female. I'll show her to you. She's a super motley pastel het clown. Now, a lot of you might not even heard of that there is a Motley Gene in ball pythons. There is, and they look in the super motley form. There's like little circles going down its back. I'll show you the mama in a minute. This is one of the babies. I bred a microscale clown to this one, hoping to produce microscale clowns. We didn't hit the clown here, unfortunately, but we did hit something pretty interesting. It has to be a motley. It's not a super motley because the mama was super motley. So everything's motley. Well, there's only one baby, so it's motley. It's definitely pastel. It's obviously het clown because the daddy was a microscale clown. The question is it microscale? The scales certainly look like the microscale. It's got that high definition look. I don't know if it's missing any scales on its head because it's pastel, so that pastel sign is hiding. I don't see any missing scales. I gotta wait till this thing gets a little bigger. There's some other clues you can look at where the anal scale, the caudal scale right by the before the vent usually is split in these scaleless heads. Even I believe in the microscale version. I'm really just trying to take a look at its head and see if it's missing scales. It's got a nice erased look on its head, but that's, like I said, I think from the pastel. But you can see this is not just some ordinary pastel. You can see all this craziness going on here. That's the Motley Gene. You can see the little circles. There's like blushing in here. This is way more exciting than a regular pastel would be. And we know het clown can make the pattern look a little weirder too, but this is the Motley pastel, 100% het clown, and very interesting look. I love this like silver in here. That silver blushing is really cool along the dorsal side of this animal. It almost matches the head, right? Look at it, you see that? I don't think this is microscale, although, like I said, the scales look really tiny. There's a nice little Y on the back of its neck there. It's a nice looking snake. Obviously it's only one, so I'm gonna keep it, but unless someone makes me a ridiculous offer, which who knows, you never know. But There we go. We got her to finally open up a little bit here. She literally just hatched. I forgot she even hatched. I saw her in the incubator. I'm like, holy, she hatched. So that's Motley Pastel Head Clown. We'll have to see what sex she is, and we'll have to see how she sheds out her first time, and we'll see if there's any microscale in here. But look, I would have preferred a clown, but it's pretty cool that we got something that's a little different and has potential for the future. And hopefully the Super Motley Mama will produce some cool stuff this year. Usually their second clutch is better. First clutch, I probably got lucky that even it got one baby that hatched. But really some nice, you can see those circles, those Motley circles down the front part of her neck. I'm just really noticing them now. That's the Motley Gene. I'll show you the mama. All right, that was the mama right there. That is the mother. That is the Super Motley Pastel Head Clown female. And I think she's in shed. She may have just shed, I don't know. She's a little skittish. But you can see how nice the colors. You see that nice stripe down her back there in the Super Motley form. Really interesting contrast in her. Obviously that pastel brings out a lot. I was hoping to produce the clown form of this, but we'll have to wait till next time. But you can see those little circles down her back too. Seems like the Motley has a little bit more striping in it. I would actually like to see what a Motley looks like without the pastel gene. I think that might even look more interesting. I think the pastel gene kind of takes away some of the circles and makes them kind of into stripes, dorsal striping here. So anyway, hopefully she's back up to eating and gonna get up to size and be able to breed again this season. That's the key. I probably won't breed her again to the Microscale Clown. I'll probably try to pick a different clown, but I wanted to see how that came out. Since the Microscale Clown is just a clown, I figured we wouldn't muddy the water, so to speak, and we can just kind of see what the Motley looks like without mixing a million different things into it. This coming season, I'll try to put some more stuff in it. I'd like to maybe put some banana clown stuff into this. Might look really cool. So we'll see. All right, that's it, guys. It was a really cool little clutch we got there, and I was excited. 4 eggs, 2 little microscopic ones, but they all had embryos in it. So you never know. We could produce some really cool stuff. Maybe who knows if that pastel proves out to be a hurricane head clown, we could produce some hurricane GHI Mojave clowns. I don't know. God willing. God willing. I hear the thunder in the background. He's talking to us. He's like, we will make it happen. Anyway, it was kind of cool that we got that Motley, even though she turned out to be a head clown. It wasn't a visual clown. I didn't think that egg was going to even hatch, to be honest with you. I said, you know what? There's no way this is a bad clutch. We got unlucky, but we got lucky. We got at least one. We got that nice pastel. Whether it's microscale or not, I don't know yet. We'll have to find out. But we got a pastel Motley head clown, 100%, and then we have to see if it's microscale clown. That would be cool if it was. Sometimes it's hard to tell right off the bat, and when you have that pastel head, it hides it a little bit. I don't think it is, but we'll take a look and we'll see. And then in the incubator, if you check out my Instagram, I have another amazing clutch hatching, and I hit something that I've been trying to hit for years, a couple years now. I'll tell you that story next time, so you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. We'll see you back tomorrow morning.